Hi again, and hi to my new viewers. It is nice to see you all here. As you may have seen, I am restoring and painting a Photocore 1 camera at this moment. While I was waiting for a couple of materials for that project, I thought I would do a side job. So today I'm going to be painting a very cute film camera. Bilora Bella Tray C. It is cute as it is, but I think I can make it even more cuter. I'm currently immersed in sketching ducks. Yes, you heard that right, ducks. But not just any ducks. These are the cutest, chubbiest, little white ducks you can imagine. There's something inherently charming about their round, almost plump forms, which I find endlessly endearing. The camera I'm about to paint on is an object of fascination in itself. It's nearly spherical, with a form that practically begs to be admired. The most striking feature, however, is its color, a soft, serene blue that exudes a sense of calm and nostalgia. The moment I laid eyes on it, I knew what had to be done. Those adorable ducks would be the perfect complement to this delightful little piece of vintage technology. But before I pick up my brush, I want to take a moment to address something important. Recently, I received my first negative comment. To be honest, I expected this might happen at some point. Art, after all, is subjective, and everyone has different tastes and opinions. I want to clarify that I'm not upset by the comment. It wasn't malicious or hateful. It was simply an expression of a different point of view, and that's perfectly okay. The act of painting on cameras is a topic that naturally invites a range of opinions. On one hand, there are those of us who see beauty in giving new life to old, worn-out objects. For me, a camera that is no longer functional, or one that's rusted or damaged, has a story to tell. By transforming it into a canvas, I feel like I'm preserving its history, while simultaneously creating something new and beautiful. It's a way of celebrating the past while embracing creativity in the present. On the other hand, I understand that some people might view this practice differently. To them, the idea of painting on a camera might seem like an act of destruction, an erasure of the original object's value. I can see why they might feel this way, especially if they have a deep appreciation for vintage technology in its untouched state. What I want to emphasize is that both perspectives are valid. Art is a deeply personal experience, both for the creator and the viewer. It's natural for people to have different reactions based on their own experiences, values, and emotions. Whatever opinion you hold, please know that I respect it. I welcome the diversity of thought and am open to hearing your viewpoints. At the end of the day, my goal is to create something that brings joy, sparks curiosity, and maybe even challenges the way we think about art and objects. Whether you see my work as a celebration of old cameras or as a departure from tradition, your feedback is valuable to me. So please, feel free to share your thoughts, positive or negative. It's all part of the creative journey, and I'm grateful to have you along for the ride. All right. The big hurdle has been cleared, and we can now return to our regularly scheduled programming. As I mentioned earlier, I'm currently painting ducks, those charming little white creatures that have captured the hearts of many. Here are some fascinating facts about these delightful birds. The most common white duck you're likely to encounter is the pekin duck, easily recognizable from its iconic appearance in classic cartoons. Known for their friendly and gentle nature, pekin ducks are often kept as pets and have become beloved by many for their approachable demeanor. One particularly interesting feature of white ducks is their method of sun protection. They possess a special gland near their tail that produces oil, which they spread over their feathers. This not only keeps their feathers waterproof, but also shields them from the sun's rays, ensuring they stay comfortable and dry. Pekin ducks are also unique in how they communicate. Unlike the stereotypical quack associated with ducks, pekins tend to use a variety of softer sounds and vocalizations to express themselves, making them quite different from their noisier counterparts. Finally, like all ducks, white ducks are born with an innate ability to swim. Remarkably, ducklings can take to the water just a few hours after hatching. However, it's crucial to dry them off quickly afterward since their downy feathers aren't waterproof yet. This early ability to swim is just one of the many remarkable traits that make ducks so endearing and fascinating to observe. The Bilora Bella 3C is a charming and iconic camera that holds a special place in the history of vintage photography. Manufactured by the German company Bilora, known for producing a wide range of affordable cameras, the Bella 3C stands out as a prime example of mid-20th century design and engineering. Introduced in the late 1950s, the Bilora Bella 3C was part of the popular Bella series, celebrated for its simple yet elegant design and user-friendly features. The camera's body is compact and lightweight, making it an ideal companion for amateur photographers seeking a reliable and easy-to-use camera for everyday snapshots. One of the most striking features of the Bilora Bella 3C is its distinctive aesthetic. The camera boasts a sleek, streamlined body, often found in a variety of pastel colors that were popular during that era. Its design reflects the optimism and modernism of the 1950s, with clean lines and a minimalist approach that still captures the eye today. Functionally, the Bella 3C is a medium-format camera that uses 1/27 film, producing 4 by 6.5 centimeter negatives. It features a simple viewfinder and a fixed focus lens, typically a 50mm f8 Bilora, which provided sharp and clear images, well-suited for capturing everyday scenes, portraits, and landscapes. However, the 127 film format is no longer manufactured, which poses a challenge for those who wish to use the Bella 3C today. Despite this, vintage camera enthusiasts have found creative solutions to keep these cameras in use. If you can find a paper backing from an old 127 film roll, there are tutorials available online that guide you through the process of adapting 35mm film to fit the 127 format. Another notable aspect of the Bilora Bella 3C is its straightforward operation. With minimal controls, the camera was designed to be as intuitive as possible. Users could easily wind the film, adjust the aperture with a simple slider, and press the shutter release to capture their shot. This simplicity made it a popular choice for casual photographers who wanted to document their lives without the complexity of more advanced cameras. The Bella 3C also reflects the era's emphasis on durability and functionality. Its sturdy construction, combined with its timeless design, has allowed many of these cameras to survive in good condition to this day. For collectors and vintage camera enthusiasts, the Bilora Bella 3C represents not just a piece of photographic equipment, but a nostalgic reminder of a bygone era. In summary, the Bilora Bella 3C is a beloved vintage camera that captures the essence of 1950s design and functionality. While the original 127 film is no longer available, the ingenuity of photographers today has kept the Bella 3C relevant, allowing it to continue creating images through adapted methods. Whether displayed on a shelf or used to capture a roll of film, the Bella 3C remains a symbol of a time when photography was both accessible and deeply personal. As I start painting this Bilora Bella 3C, I can't help but think about how this process is a bit like bringing the camera back to life, but in a completely new way. The camera may no longer be functional in the traditional sense, but through art, it's becoming something different. An object of beauty and expression rather than just a tool for capturing images. One of the interesting aspects of painting on a vintage camera like this is the way it allows me to connect with its history while simultaneously pushing it into the present. This isn't just about slapping some paint on an old piece of tech. It's about transforming the camera into a piece of art that tells a new story. The original purpose of the camera, capturing moments in time, is echoed in the way it's now being captured by my brushstrokes. There's also something deeply satisfying about working with such a tactile object. The curves of the camera's body, the texture of the materials, it's all part of the experience. Every angle presents a new challenge and a new opportunity to add detail that enhances the overall design. It's almost like sculpting with paint, carefully considering how each line and color will interact with the camera's natural form. As I layer on the colors, I'm mindful of the camera's original design elements. The classic lines and elegant simplicity of the Bella 3C guide my choices, ensuring that the final piece feels cohesive and respectful of its origins. I'm not trying to erase the past. I'm building on it, adding layers of meaning and creativity that make the camera relevant again in a completely different context. The process also invites a kind of meditation on the passage of time. This camera, once a tool for freezing moments, is now being used to create something entirely new. something that itself will stand the test of time in a different way. It's a reminder that objects have stories, and those stories can evolve, taking on new forms and meanings as they pass through different hands and different eras. By the time I finish, this Bilora Bella 3C will no longer be just a vintage camera. It will be a fusion of past and present, an artifact of photography turned into a canvas of creativity. It's a transformation that honors the camera's history while giving it a fresh, modern identity. One that hopefully inspires others to see the potential for art in the everyday objects around us. This project isn't just about nostalgia or preservation. It's about innovation and imagination. It's about looking at something old and finding new ways to appreciate it, to make it part of our lives again in a way that's meaningful and beautiful. And who knows? Maybe this camera, with its new coat of paint, will go on to inspire more art, more creativity, and more stories, just as it did in its original form. Now I'm adding the last details to this piece. I am really happy how it turned out, but to see how it has truly turned out, I need to varnish it and assemble it. The camera is now painted and ready for you to see. Take a moment to appreciate these adorable, chubby ducks that I've added to the design. They're just perfect for this vintage Bilora Bella 3C, aren't they? Thank you so much for joining me on this creative journey. I hope you enjoyed this ramble about the camera's transformation and the process behind it. If you liked what you saw, don't forget to follow me on my social media channels. I'll leave all the links in the description below. See you next time.